Welcome to GPMF Global Talks. This is where we share insights from global leaders from all over the world to inspire you to not just take on a PM career, but pretty much create that holistic wellness that you need to thrive in life and in business. I'm your host, Foley Falabi. I'm the founder and CIO of Strategic Project Leader Inc., where we help leaders and executives close the gap that exists between strategy and execution. Yes, we work with executives and project professionals, but the thread that ties it all together is you creating value. In the studio today, I have Sameh. How are you doing today?
Yeah, Alhamdulillah, going well actually, and I'm very pleased actually to be with you today.
Awesome, great to have you. Can you share a little bit about yourself before we dive into the conversation today?
Yes, my name is Sameh Makkay. I'm a project management consultant and career coach. I'm working in Middle East since 2006. I'm working mainly in the project management and construction management, and I'm a career coach for the project managers.
Oh, the career coach.
Wow.
So when you want to elevate your career, you need to come right here. So we really want to know, you've been doing this for quite a long time, but if you had to write a note to your younger self and give them one advice, what would that career advice be?
Wow. Okay. You know, Fola, I was having a discussion with one of my friends recently, and almost a question similar to this one appeared in the conversation, and I told him clearly, if I'm going to my early 20s, maybe I will concentrate more on soft skills or personal skills so I can advance my career better. For the first 10 years in my career, I concentrate, on the idea of hard working is the key for success. But after that, I realized, hard working without visibility, without personal branding, without good communication, it will not give the results you are, waiting or you are targeting.
Exactly. He just hit the nail on the head. I talk about being the best. No, you have to be the best known. So you need to be able to communicate the value you create. You need to be able to ensure that whatever you're doing is visible, right? Because if nobody knows about it, no one is actually going to care. So that's a very, very good one.
Exactly.
Visibility is great, and having that interpersonal skills where indeed you can build effective relationships is absolutely critical. And that's a good one. And what would you say is one lesson that you've actually learned? You've spoken about the soft skills. For those that you feel that you'd have learned that, but what's one lesson? Did you make a mistake in your past and you feel that maybe if I did this differently, what would the outcome have been? We want to know, we want to empower other leaders who are definitely watching us today.
Yes, I will go for this one to my strategy actually up to the moment, which I will never stop to use it. And since the beginning, I have realized that to be much supportive to the people around you is the strategy. It helps the good leader or the one actually who targeting to make good results and good achievement. To be more supportive to others, to let them feel actually listen, to feel they are capable, to feel that actually they are getting to the results and objectives we are targeting. I believe this was one of the main factors affected my career, and up to the moment as a career coach also, maybe this is the point.
Oh, and that's a key point, because within my organization, we talk about understanding strategy and the strategic intent of the organization, right? A lot of PMs understand how to execute a project. But
Sure.
When we think about the overall strategic leadership, understanding, the business, the finance, the key return on investment, do you really understand this? So that's a lesson here, right? You want to understand the strategic intent, understand what executives truly care about. And that's a gap that's truly missing for a lot of professionals. And so, take that leap from Sammy's actually note to say you want to go understand strategy and leverage that overall.
I fully agree, 100%.
Awesome, great. I know you're going to be a speaker during the Global Project Environment Forum 2025. can you give us a sneak peek of what's to come? What are you going to be sharing with us in Riyadh in a couple of months?
Yes, I'm going more on the side of the soft skills, and we are talking about communication and how to be more confident while you are leading the team and managing the project. And we are giving a session with the title of Mastering the Art of Persuasive Communication: How to be a Confident Project Manager.
Okay, we're going to be learning persuasion. How can you make that executive, make your team come on board with your idea? You don't want to miss that session. Let's wrap it up with a fun fact now. We've learned about communication, soft skills, strategy. Tell us something fun about you. I know that you do a lot of project management, but what do you do for fun?
Yes, okay. Let me continue this point a little bit. After that, we can go actually for whatever remaining from the personal activities and so on. As you know, Fula, the 90% as said and as written in the PM book guide regarding our time is spent in communication. The project is full of people, stakeholders, and discussions on daily basis with the stakeholders to get to the objectives and the end result actually you are achieving, you and your team. And we are concentrating in our session on this idea, how to do it the best way and the easiest way as well, also alongside with the technical capabilities should be available also with the project team.
That's right. The technical piece is great. You want to be able to understand pretty much how to create a plan, understand the strategic intent of the project, being able to coordinate from the engineering team, the construction, it doesn't matter, right? But again, you want to be able to communicate clearly. And as you heard, you're going to be getting into all of that and more at the Global Project Management Forum 2026 live in Riyadh.
Yes, sure.
That's awesome. Now we want to know what's fun about you. Tell us something fun, a fun fact.
Yes, okay. Fun fact, actually, I have met one of my friends, my old friends, actually, maybe 3 or 4 months ago, and he told me that why you stopped working in project management and in training, and you are working now in media. Fula, I'm hosting actually a podcast called Tahaddi, which means challenge, and I'm nearly to close 200 episodes up to the moment. And I'm very proud actually, and I'm honored that you were a guest for one of our episodes. And I told him, no, I'm still working in project management, and the people actually they have the thought that if someone is on the screen and appear on the social media, that means maybe he is still some away actually from his core job. But when we get to the idea, the podcast itself, it's something much related to the project management. We are communicating, we are hosting experts in project management and other discipline as well. Every episode I consider for myself also is a project. I have a scope, I have a stakeholder, I have deadline, and I have deliverables. Actually, I'm targeting to achieve, and I'm targeting to the audience to benefit from the value and the message conveyed in every episode. Maybe this is the most valuable thing in my life right now, communicating with people and experts around the world within the podcast.
Absolutely. He just said that. So he does the podcast, and that's fun for him. But the beauty about project management is the fact that I see life itself as a project. If you have a key idea, you want to turn that into something tangible. It could be a wedding, it could be an IT construction project, it could be a podcast, as he's actually said. If you can apply key project management principles, it can help you achieve your end goal. Thank you so much for being on. Exactly. We cannot wait to have you join us live in Riyadh. It's such a great.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Paula. I'm so excited to the conversation there and to the session, and I hope that to have you there. And I'm sure that I will attend some of your speeches and as well also a panel discussion.
Definitely. You just heard that. It's going to be fun. So you need to join us.
Sure.
A fun fact, as I just said, for me, another one is, indeed, I see life as a project. And so this project of going to Riyadh, it's one for me we're putting together talks, fun conversations. You're going to see some behind the scenes. I am going to be traveling all around the city to show you some fun stuff about the Middle East. So join us very soon as we're going to be diving deep into that. Thank you so much for joining us in the
Thank
studio.
you so much, Fula. See you in Riyadh.
Okay.
Bye-bye.